Are you in charge of the thermometer? Buy the turkey cone and call it good?
Yeah, buy the turkey cone. Chicken one's too small for these guys. And you can't pull their head, so you have to do it good old-fashioned way with a couple nails and a stump. And it's messier and not as easy. Because once you chop their heads, and they do have those nerve systems that keep them flopping and whatnot, and if you don't get their wings together and keep them from flapping, they break their wings, and if you want the wings, well, they're broken, and it just makes it a little more messy and a little more difficult. And after they bled out, if you do it right, you have one bleeding out and you have one scalding. And so after the one scalded and plucked, then that one's pretty much bled out. And clean them up a little bit. Since these guys are pretty dirty, we do give them a quick rinse before they go into the scalder. Just keep that water a little bit cleaner. Yeah, and then you'll got them. We put them in a ice water bath, start cooling them down. Brings that temp down a little bit quicker, keeps the bacteria from really setting in, and so it keeps your bacteria count. Just the colder you can keep them, or the quicker you can get them down to temp. And then when you do put them in your freezer, they don't take so much energy from your freezer right away, even if it's down 2, 3, 5 degrees, 10 degrees, whatever it is from body temp.
He is massive.
So, as I flip them over, I get the head vertical, so the beak's up here in between these two spikes, which it will go around the neck, and as it gets up to the head, it's tight enough that you'll be able to stretch it out, and you'll be able to cut through the neck right about here.
All right.
Once you get them upside down, they're pretty calm. So when they're upside down, they're manageable. It's once the head is off and that nervous system kicks in. So as you can see, the nails, there's plenty of room in between the neck. But once you pull it, then the head gets tight and you can have clear access to the neck. And that's where you want your slice to be. You want to get through the neck completely on your first strike, which the head won't always come off, but as long as you get that neck, you get that bleeding going, and the chicken is essentially dead.
All right.
You didn't kill another one.
Gosh darn it, David. What are you doing, Charlotte? Do it all over again. These are some chickeny chickens. It doesn't sound right. Beefy chickens, but they're not beef.
Chunky chickens.
There you go. Chunky chickens. So would you raise these guys again?
No.
Cornish cross aren't all what they're cracked up to be.
Unless you have a building to put them in, or like like an enclosed tractor or something like that, but even as far as like tractor chickens, if you want them to like dig up and fertilize and actually eat the grass, they really didn't do that.
Yep.
So I mean they're all grain fed really. I mean they're not, yeah, they were on pasture, and how much pasture do they eat?
Not much.
So what's the difference of just keeping them in a hoop house that you know has sunlight?
They're more protected from the elements because they're definitely not hardy.
No, I mean we lost half of them.
Yep.
You know, what, 2 maybe 3 to animals.
3 to predators and the rest to weather.
And 6 to weather.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
That's pretty sad.
yeah, as opposed to
Last year raising 50 and losing what?
And we lost 2 early on. Just to, you know, chicks dying, and other than that,
We lost maybe 3.
3. Yeah.
But it's also possible that I ran their legs over with the chicken tractor and all that.
You know, you lost less when you had more of the other ones. They just took 3 times the input.
Yeah. And you're getting more of a true grass-fed type of chicken. Because these are definitely, like, they're huge and they're beefy and they mature quickly, but that's because of grain and their breed. So, and for what we do, because we have our chickens not at our actual property, they are at the cows, it's a lot simpler, or it's simpler to run the other chickens because they're hardier, and because we're not there. Like, if a storm's coming, I can't go and throw a bunch of hay in the bottom of the chicken tractor really easily, so that these guys have a dry spot to sit so they don't die of cold and wet, because that's how we lost 6. So next year we'll do something different, but at least, I mean, we still have a huge amount of grain in the shed, so we probably need to figure out a better way to store it because we're gonna have it for so long now, but we'll see. Now all that's left for these guys is we've got to bag them and then shrink wrap them there in the kitchen. So I've got a pot of water going, and I'm gonna go put some of these guys in here and in there. So these guys are huge compared to our last birds that we butchered last year, and so they like just barely fit in these chicken bags. So we're gonna see if we can get this guy ready to go and be shrink wrapped. We're gonna have to be really fast so the bag doesn't get too small.
Why?
Our water's still heating up. So these guys are pretty cool. It has this tube which enables it to all the air to go out as you put it in the hot water, and the bag shrinks around it, so it essentially takes all the air out. So that's how we like to freeze our whole chickens. Now if some of these don't fit, I guess I could technically port them out, and that might be what we end up doing. So we'll see. But this thing is huge. We're gonna have to weigh these guys at some point. Nearly had him. Topped out. I'm gonna have to put a second bag on him. He was too heavy to lift out. They are jumbo Cornish crops, and we should have had turkey bags. Goodness. Never heard anyone talk about these. No, not yet. I gotta smush them down real good. I get these.
Can I get those tools, Mom? Can I put them in the garage?
Nope, that tool's gotta stay in here for a little while, okay?
Why?
I gotta use it to pull the zip tie really tight.
Why?
That's how I'm making this work. Hey, don't take them, I'm about to use them.
Why?
Leave them there. Alright, I need you to move. I gotta dip this in the hot, hot water.
It makes them more bloody.
Yep, it makes shrink around them.
Why would I make this
Go for it.
around them?
One more little dip.
It gets it all over. All over.
Yeah, do I get water a little everywhere?
Why?
But that's okay. Alright. Ah, darn it! I did it again! I didn't get all the bag. It's hard to do.
What's the shell, Lee?
Just a little smidge of poke out. Should we see what happens if I bag it reverse? There we go. Okay. Well, throw this one in the bag. I don't know. No, I feel like this is because you can. We'll go this way again. Oh, I'm gonna Macy found it. Go that way. I know, Macy. I will let you out to go tidy in a little bit. Okay. After this chicken, we'll go out there. Now it's all wet, slippery. Okay, ready? Go. There we go. Got it. Send it. I mean, I don't know if that's like air or just the double bag, but it's pretty darn good. Well, I nearly did it. There is this monstrosity. I don't think it's gonna fit in one of those bags. Like, it's massive. Look how ginormous this. I mean, like, it's a pretty big body cavity, but like, that is huge. This is a huge chicken. This is a massive cookie sheet. This is not a normal size. This guy is huge. So I don't know what we're gonna do with him yet. But all of these guys are bagged and hopefully sealed good. I'll have to double check their seals just in case for any reason some of them like shrunk past. But now I need to go wash really good, throw on a different shirt again, and get Charlotte up because Shelby and Charlotte are playing. And wow, I look like a hot mess. There we go. That's a little better. Postpartum hair growth right there, but not bad. Okay, so see you guys in a little bit probably.